Hi everyone. So I know a lot of you guys have been asking to see the back of my haircut. Last time I got it cut in a little bit, I hadn't shown the side or the back because it was still sort of a work in progress. I had to grow out certain pieces to kind of get it to where it is now, and so we're coming along. I think it's it's a lot more healthy. It's a little bit darker, so I'm just gonna do like a turn around and let you see everything. It's got this sort of faux bang. I can push it aside. It's not like a true bang. This is my real bang right here. It's fairly long. But anyways, it's just got that side cut. I can, pull this in, have fun with it, take it back out, I guess, if I wanted to. I think it's more dramatic with that piece right there. And then you have all these short little pieces on top. They're kind of highlighted. The rest is a dark, kind of warm chocolate base. So it's got the warm highlights to sort of warm up the face. Since my eyes are hazel, it kind of makes the green in my eyes stand out to have the reddish highlights. So there it is in the back. And just sort of shorter here, and then it sort of drops down into here. It is disconnected, like this one piece is very disconnected, but it's got sort of like a bob-esque style, like right on top. So it's just a lot of fun. The sides there is no sides really. It just kind of swoops down into this sort of longer piece here in the back, and not like a true tail or anything like that. So that's just that, and this is our cruelty-free drugstore rendition of monthly favorites, so I hope you enjoy. For favorite singular eyeshadows from Wet n Wild, I definitely have to go with Nutty as being my favorite. I know Satin Taupe can be a somewhat common color from MAC, but this looks good on anybody. It's actually just absolutely gorgeous. So there's Nutty. So I really recommend that one if you don't already have it, or you've been wanting Satin Taupe and can't afford it. So I really recommend that one. For the classic trios, the permanents, non-brights, I think Knock on Wood's one of my favorite ones. I think this crease color in here is absolutely fantastic. Let's watch that. There's the crease color from Knock on Wood. I've grown very attached to Knock on Wood. I've done a couple tutorials using the Knock on Wood palette. This cranberry is wonderful. You don't have to buy MAC cranberry. I don't use this shimmery pink up here a ton, if ever, but if you wanted to blend out the cranberry, you most certainly could. Or you could even use that as a soft blush, but I think it might appear a bit frosty. So that, and I really think cranberry eyeshadows look good on everybody. I really do, and especially beautiful on hazel eyes. So that is definitely a recommendation, and I like that these are satin finishes versus the super high shimmer frosty finishes we've been getting in a lot of the new trios. I did not get to use the Cool as a Cucumber palette for Tarte for True Blood at all, but if I had to recommend for you another one of the classic trios, this would be it. I love the color combo. I love this very unique violet. There's the crease color. This is once again Cool as a Cucumber. I need to do a tutorial with Cool as a Cucumber for you. I don't think I ever have. And then there's that green. These work well over a base. That frosty mint green is just okay. You can use it to blend out this, or use it in the inner tear duct. So there's a lot of things you could do with the Cool as a Cucumber palette. And if you're not opposed to putting green on your brow bone, go for it. For wonderful surprises this month, it would be Don't Steal My Thunder. This was always the palette that I said I'd never buy because I'm not into black or silver smoky eyes, or when they're like completely together. I don't care for black on silver smoky at all. So I was never going to get this, but I actually think this is really amazing quality. This black in here works well. It's buildable. So here's that black. It's kind of like Max Carbon, so you don't really need to pay more for Max Carbon. I know some people think Carbon is a dud, and it kind of is. This silver color, not saying the Wet n Wild palette's a dud. You're getting so much for your money with the Wet n Wild palettes, and there's usually deals at Rite Aid and stuff like that. There's one this week. There's the silver. So if I could recommend a gradient palette, it's nice to have just that solid gradient color palette. This is really all you need. I mean, you don't need to spend more. And then kind of a better Crystal Avalanche dupe. This is way better than the one inside Pride. I really like this white a lot. So you don't need to go out and buy Crystal Avalanche. I definitely hit pan in Crystal Avalanche. I really do love Crystal Avalanche because I like the way it glows in the inner tear duct. but if you don't want to spend the money on that, that's absolutely wonderful. Now for facial towelettes, I don't love that Yes to Cucumbers raise the prices on their facial towelettes. Kind of annoys me, but they do now sell them in the travel size, and sometimes there's deals on these. Yes to Cucumbers is still my favorite just because I really enjoy the smell. It's kind of very spa-like, cucumber-esque. So, and it removes your makeup very well. You don't have to take out 5 towels to get your makeup off. So I really like that. Then we'll get into some non-Wet n Wild drugstore items. I also really like the Physician's Formula Shimmer Stacks. I do like the uniqueness of the shimmer strip stacks because I already have black gel liner. I have black liner. I have black liner. So I don't need more black liner, obviously. Now, every one of these shimmer stacks does come with a black. However, the reason why I would recommend getting them is because it's not your average black. You're going to get the definition you would with black, but you're going to get a little bit of shimmer that enhances your eye color, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's not obvious that you have like reflex in your gel liner. Nobody's going to walk up to you and be like, oh, you got glittery eyeliner, or you got green liner on. There is a fun color inside each stack. You could totally tell I never wear colored liner because there's no dent in these. But I do like the fact that I do have them, that I don't have to spend more money on them, on getting colored liner that I don't really get to use a lot of. I love the Inglot colored liners. I use those quite a bit when I can. However, you know, buying them individually can add up, and you get these stacks. This is a brown gel. I don't use brown a lot, but I'm happy I do have a brown liner, just in case. And then this is the black with the blue shimmer. So that's actually really pretty on hazel eyes because the blue kind of goes with the green in hazel eyes, and it goes with the gold flecks that are in hazel eyes and just makes the whole thing pop. So you can buy stacks that aren't your eye color, and they'll just enhance your eyes regardless if the colors sort of correspond on the color wheel. I definitely want to get the, you can even connect opposite ones together. I definitely want to get the hazel stack next. That's definitely next on my list from Physician's Formula. I also really like their eye brightening natural Eyelight Eyebrightener. And this is actually really pretty. When I first got this, I was using it as a powder version of the YSL kind of touche cloth thing that a lot of companies are doing now. However, I don't like it for that, but I really like it if you apply it very gently right here, and you can even do it under your brow bone, down your nose bridge. So whenever I'm looking for like a good cruelty-free drugstore affordable highlight for you guys when I'm doing drugstore tutorials, I definitely like to reach for this. Now I know Physician's Formula is not the cheapest drugstore brand on the market. However, you can definitely get buy one get one half off, and Walmart sells Physician's Formula a little cheaper than most anywhere else. Next up is Milani Minerals Blush. They call them all minerals. The baked ones are minerals too, but those are baked. These are just those flat ones. One of my favorites is actually 204 Sweet Rose, and while it's called Rose, and that's never a color I gravitate towards, if ever, I actually really love this one because it's actually a really good dupe of MAC Well Dressed. However, this is just a little bit darker, so it looks really good on medium skin. Well Dressed, it's really hard to get it to show up on almost any skin color, even really light skin. So this is definitely worth your money, and it's super pigmented. Now here is it next to the baked blush. Obviously, I love the baked blushes. I love their color range. I love that they're universal. I love the baked line very much. And I only have one color at this point in time, but I do love how all the Milani ones do have, you know, the little brush that pops up. Even the original line does. It's absolutely wonderful. I don't use them really, but in case something were to happen, it's kind of nice that they do offer that little mirror, and I'm sure that there are people out there that use it. So that's one of my favorite ones. I'll swatch Coralina and have it for you on the back of my hand. So it appears super orangey, I guess you could say. It's a really beautiful flush though. And there is Sweet Rose. So I really like those a lot. I would recommend them to you. Well, if I would recommend Drugstore blush to you, those are definitely some ones I love. Now for lipsticks, I'm going to start off with one of my favorite types of lipsticks, is the e.l.f. Mineral Lipstick line. Not necessarily this color because I didn't wear it this month, but I also really like Cheerful Cherry, which I do own, and Natural Nymph, which I do own. But I already have 2 lip combos of the week using those colors, so I'll just swatch that one for you. That's really fun, creamy pink. And they wear, and they have a little bit more color power than a MAC Luster. They're not as heavy as a MAC Amplified Cream. Maybe a little more sheer than a cream sheen. So it's kind of like a hybrid of a luster and a cream sheen. Very nice. I also really like NYX Margarita lipstick. This is the round lipsticks. There's often sales on these round lipsticks. I really like Margarita because if you need sort of something to get you going really fast, you can't really put on any eyeshadow. I like this because it brightens up the face. That's Margarita right there. I'm just gonna cover Party Pink. So I like that a lot. It's really pretty. And then I also really, really love the Jordana lipsticks. I just get these at Kmart. You might be able to find them at Rite Aid. I don't really have a Rite Aid in my area as much anymore. Kind of have to drive out far to get to one. It depends if there's a sale or those limited edition trios, I'll go to it, of course. I really like Sweet Apricot. It's just a really pretty, bright, go for it coral if you are ready to just go for it and not have those pink undertones. It also looks really gorgeous over a red lip liner. I already did a lip combo of the week where I featured MAC's Morange lipstick over MAC's Beat lip liner. It's a good combo, so if you don't have the money for something like that, I haven't really seen an orange in any other brand besides Jordana, this Sweet Apricot color. So I'll just swatch that over that red lip liner, and you have a really beautiful amped up ready coral color. Also, I really like, they have tons of other colors too, so if these don't strike your fancy, don't even worry about it. I really like Pink Touch if you want a sweet pink lip. I really like this when I'm doing talking videos because I don't want like sticky gummy lips when I'm doing a lot of talking. This goes on very smooth and lovely. These finishes are very unique to any other finish I've really worked with, so I can't quite compare them to anything else, but they do smell fabulous and I'm really sensitive to smells. From e.l.f., I really love the Luscious Liquid Lipsticks. I'm kind of working on getting all of them. I gave away a couple ones I hadn't opened yet. I gave away Cherry Tart, so I'll have to replace Cherry Tart. I think there's one kind of tan colored one I don't have. I think that's about it. But I really like Pink Lemonade. I wore this a lot. This is like an amped up version of NARS Orgasm lip gloss. It's got that same pinky coral goldness to it. And then I also really like Raspberry because it's not too serious a red. So if you want just like a smooth red lip, but you don't really want to go for it, I recommend Raspberry. Also looks really pretty as a gloss on top of red lips, and you kind of look like you have red jelly lips. So pretty. So yeah, anyways, I really like these items. I especially like these, like I mentioned, because they are $1 and you don't have to worry about lip gloss or lipstick going all over your purse. I've never had leakage with these, and they last a really long time, and they kind of remind me of the Kissable lip colors from MAC, which were like $17 for most people. These are $1, so yeah, definitely worth your money. You can see how tacky they are. I mean, they definitely are like lipsticks. So yeah, that's all for now, and I hope a lot of you guys appreciate this sort of cruelty-free drugstore sort of monthly favorites video. And I hope that you have a good next month. Happy September.